Thanks to the Permanent Mission of Ireland and MEDO for inviting me. After the comprehensive overview, like the Tariq comprehensive overview, I would like to zoom in on a different angle of the current situation, and it will be like highlighting the geopolitical of the current situation and what does that mean for the zone. There are new dynamics in the region which could be characterized as leaning towards dialogue and pragmatism rather than confrontation. And I see there's a new window of opportunity emerging from these dynamics. I'll be focusing mainly on 3 developments, and I will be very quick. The first one is the Abraham Accords that were concluded in the summer of 2020 between Israel and a number of Arab states, starting from United Arab Emirates, followed by Bahrain, Sudan, and Morocco. Although the prospect of enlarging these accords to include other Arab states are not clear yet, particularly that Biden administration made little efforts to progress the accords, there are media reports that other states might join. And the accords, at least for me, they haven't been a game changer in changing the security dynamics in the region, and I don't think they will until the Palestinian issue has been addressed. But I think they provide an excellent opportunity to break away from the traditional discourse on peace and recognition first versus disarmament. So I see them as an opportunity. The second development is Saudi Arabia and Iran showing signs of warming relations, starting from the breakthrough talks last April mediated by Iraq. Those talks and the media report about different rounds of talks taking place between top officials, they signal that both parties actually realized that there is no choice but making a compromise. So that could be also seen as an opportunity for the countries from the region to come together and talk. Along the same line, we all saw I call it a historic regional summit that took place last summer in Iraq, where friends and rival countries from the region were together. And that also signals that the region is moving towards this dynamic of dialogue rather than confrontation. And last point, and it will be very brief here, is the fallout of the event of the current crisis in Afghanistan after the withdrawal of the US, which is consistent with Biden's approach of limiting the US involvement in the region. And this also, it remains to be seen to what extent the US will limit its involvement in the region, but it's a very clear message for the regional countries that they have to deal with their own issues. And I see it as one of the motivations for the regional states to come together and talk, or at least reach a compromise. I'm not simplifying issues here. I'm not over optimistic. I'm not saying that everyone will talk and they will be friends, but I'm saying that there's a new window of opportunities that emerging, given the current dynamics. And this window of opportunity could be a chance for a fresh round of talks on the zone that break away from the traditional dialogue and that embraces new initiatives like the MEDO new model of the draft treaty. I'll stop here and give the floor to my colleagues, and would be happy to talk more in the Q&A.